Am I live? I think I'm live. Can y'all hear me? I think my volume's up. Oh, can y'all hear me? Hey. Where's my moderator? Let me text my moderator. Hey, everyone. Hey, y'all. I gotta make sure. Oh, there. I just text you, dagnabbit son of a gun. Hey, SheDoo gang. How you doing? How are you guys on this wonderful Friday? I felt that like when I was typing up the little community thing, I was like, this is about to be lit. Like I just feel like it's about to be lit. Oh man. And if y'all I had my assistant go through everything, like all of this, because y'all went cray. This woman was terrified going through all of them things. It was so many of them. So the ones that were like super personal, we're not gonna put your business out there like that. But if y'all want to, if y'all still have stuff y'all want to submit, because I have my other computer up here that I'm going through everything. So we're gonna, after I do like the little weekend read, if you want to like kind of sneak up in there, if you have a question that you want answered, like you can just go to the website and it's she-do.com. But you can go there and submit it at the little widget that they have like in the middle of the site if you still want to submit a question. It's not too late. And we'll try to get to it after we go through the other ones, you know? Got me in the parking lot on YouTube. One creative view. Hey, girl. Yeah, and for those of you who didn't see the little update, I have a store on Amazon now. So like every single deck that I have ever used on the channel, the ones that I use now, along with like decks that I recommend, are on the store. The website is, I said I was gonna, hold on, wait. We're gonna try and see if this works. I don't know if it's gonna be backwards. I'm gonna write it down. Is that backwards, y'all? Is it backwards? Am I have to write it backwards? Is that backwards? Oh, okay, cool. That's the website. Oh man, it's funny. But the link to the Amazon store is in under the community tab. You heard me? All right. So let's see. I'm gonna read for the weekend. So this includes between today all the way until the 11th, because of course, you know, Sunday is 11/11, the good old gateway day. And I know for you guys, as well as like everyone's been like hella emo, like since what, like Friday of last week. So like for the last week, literally. Oh, y'all not playing games. I said that and buku people just submitted questions. Like, y'all are serious today. I got some questions. That's funny. I like this whole real time thing. That's interesting. But everyone's been hella emo like since Friday of last week. And that's because like a lot of like cycles and stuff like that have ended. Y'all are really not playing games. So anywho, a lot of cycles have ended with people. A lot of breakups and stuff like that have happened. A lot of stuff that people thought they were over kind of came back to the surface, and crying spats and all that good stuff. But all of that's for really good reason. So I feel like everything, I don't know about how that works with like the planets and all that stuff, but I mean, me personally, I just sense like come Sunday, it feels like everything's gonna kind of come full circle. Hey, who's that? Desiree? Ravel? Hey, Ollie. Let's see, Heather. Y'all, wow. My phone is like, notifications are on fleek right now. All right. So because all of you guys are in my energy space, I'm gonna ground myself a little bit. Y'all are more than welcome to join me. I don't want my Gemini rising to take over and I get really hitty. So I'm gonna be really weird and close my eyes and center in front of you and whatnot or whatever. Cool. About that life, dagnabbit son of a gun, I said. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know. I feel like that's some Pisces. I don't know what y'all Pisces doing, but I feel like Boo Pisces, y'all were sending me juju just now. To the Pisces in the room. He do, we do. I know. Yes, Lachey, how that go? Hit that like button, Zagnabbit. No, what is it that the like the popular YouTubers say? Smash that like button. Smash it. Smash it, I said. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an overall spread for all 12 signs, and then I'm going to pick an individual card for each of the 12 signs. I would pick each of those cards first, but I don't know if y'all remember it because I know I'm not. My brain is not good. But how that do that? Smash that like button. Yes. Thank you, Raven. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Pisces, y'all in here giving people juju and stuff. I felt that. I was like, I feel like it's buku Pisces that's like sending posy vibes over here and whatnot, giving me mama hugs in the spirit and things, pet me on the back and stuff. Little fishy fish. Who, me? Psh, I'm just a regular up in here. No juju. Pisces are a weakness. Oh, yeah, Heather. I don't know, man. I've only dated a couple of Pisces dudes in my life, and I find they're very dreamy. Very dreamy. Hey, Queen Bee. We got Taurus in the building. HK readings. Oh my gosh. I love your profile picture because it looks so psychedelic behind you. The whole world stops spinning and they need constant. Oh. I'm going to do an overall spread first, and then I'm going to do a card for each individual sign. Because y'all know my readings be long. If I literally did a whole reading for each sign, I swear to God, we'd be here till tomorrow. I promise you. I wouldn't mind, because I don't sleep as it is. Oh, gosh. We got a little deceit going on here. First three cards we got, we have the deceit card. We have action in reverse, and we have rest and rejuvenation in reverse. If anybody pops in the chat and is wondering what we're doing, y'all, just let them know I'm doing overall for everyone, and then I'm doing individual cards for each sign. But yeah, dude. So first and foremost, in you guys' mental space, it's either a fear of somebody deceiving you or a little bit of self-deception that's going on. But I see you guys coming out of that, though. Then we have the 6th chakra. Let me move my phone because y'all notifications are on fleek right now. Okay. Then we have the 6th chakra card in reverse. We have the garden, and the gate is you guys' central focus. The sun card in reverse. blossoming abundance in reverse, happy family in reverse, and then the first chakra card. So the main thing that I'm seeing is here, okay. So this is a person that deceived you. And this is something, so this isn't something that you don't already know about. Let me say that first and foremost. So it's not something that's going to pop out. So within like the last week or so, I would say this week and last week, you guys found out that somebody deceived you or had been stealing or taken from you. But there's kind of like a tie to this person still. So it's kind of one of those situations where, and I read about something for someone to, said today or yesterday, it was very similar to this. So the deal is, it's like, it's a person that's bad for you and you're aware that the person is bad for you, because it's either they're taking from you financially, they're taking from you in an energetic sense, like an energy vampire. So kind of one of those situations where ever since you dealt with this person, it's like your life kind of went downhill and it's just kind of stayed there. And that's plagued by like a great deal of like self-doubt, so to speak. Like a lot of self-doubt, a lot of second guessing yourself, a lot of getting the inspiration to move in a specific direction, but always kind of like undermining yourself in a sense. So with this particular person, whoever this is, this could be somebody who's a little narky. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't even, like, they're straight up toxic, like horrible. I don't want to say horrible, like they're not well, they are a horrible person. Let me just be real. So this is a person like, and this is a person who's played a pivotal role in your life in a sense of like negativity. But I sense that there's like a bond with this person to where you feel like you can't leave them alone as much as you like try to get away from them. So it's kind of one of those situations where I know you're not good for me, but I just can't, like, I can't get away from the fact that you're not good for me. Like almost beyond my better judgment type of deal. But the thing I'm seeing with this is if you guys have kind of cut ties with this person, I'm hoping that you have, but it's kind of looking like you're not. Ooh, y'all are coming out of a space where things are going to start to kind of slow down for you. Man, this feels like I'm reading for somebody in this room, dog. I knew this was going to happen. I feel like I'm reading for somebody that's in here. Mental clarity is going to come soon enough. But it's like everything in your life right now is topsy-turvy because of this person. So it doesn't matter how long ago you've dealt with this person. Like say if you dealt with this person a year ago, it's just like the byproduct of this relationship is what's causing your life to be in this space where you can't move forward. Because it's like you don't trust your own judgment on some stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it's like everything is kind of topsy-turvy, like your money is not right, you're not happy. I don't know what I want to do with myself. I don't know what I want to do about life. It's like you try to think things through and you can't think clear because like your mind is just completely fogged. And it's even with like what I'm seeing with money, it's just like money slips through your fingers. You know what I'm saying? And there's like discord and unrest around you. But the whole thing that I'm seeing the connection with this is this is this somebody that I just read for this in here, dog? Because this is sounding eerily familiar. The whole problem of this, or what it is you've come into the realization of within this week, is the connection between either a mother figure or a father figure in this person that you dealt with. You know what I'm saying? So it's one or the other. Like this person that caused all of this like self-doubt in you that may have been like very abusive. This is a very specific reading. So we're going to do another spread after this. And somebody in here is like, read for me, read for me, read for me. But the key thing is here, if you haven't gotten what it is that Spirit's been trying to show you this whole week, it's the fact that there's an intricate tie between this abusive partner and one of your parents. It's either your mom or your dad. And this person acts a lot like your mom or your dad. But the whole key is here, regardless of what's going on around you, it's needing to understand the role that you're playing in all of this. It's like, granted, these things are happening around you. Granted, this person was an asshole. Granted, your parents may have been an asshole, one or both of them. You know what I mean? But the whole key is here that spirit wants you to know is that you're the author of your own destiny. And in order for you to shift things, if things don't look the way that you want it to look and you want your life to look different, the key is to ground yourself, to get out of this anxious mental space and to make the decision to remove yourself from the situation. Now, granted, I know in situations such as this, it's very complex because of the feelings. And I know a lot of times, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying in any way, shape, form, or fashion that you should not listen to your feelings or acknowledge them. That's imperative. But it's like, you don't want your entire life to be guided by your feelings. You feel what I'm saying? You don't want your entire life to be guided by your feelings, meaning logically, I know this is not in my best interest, but I feel this connection with this person. I've never felt this way about someone before. So regardless of, how bad it is, I know that I love them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I love them. I've never loved anyone this much. And you allow that tie that you feel to that person to completely like nullify what it is that you know to be right. You know what I'm saying? So whenever you want to acknowledge your feelings, but you have to step and ground yourself into a place of reality of saying, is this situation adding to me or is this situation taking away from me? Because that's of utmost importance. That's what outshines everything. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing I'm getting with this person is you're seeing it and you're knowing it, or people would have you. You know it and you see it. Everyone else sees it. People have been telling you this for eons. And a part of you, you're like, I know that they're bad for me, but it's like, I just love them so much. You know what I'm saying? But there's a need for you to step back into reality and really think about this. And something I've been saying to a lot of people I've been reading for is, if you take a step back to your past when you were a child, right? I don't think little boys daydream about their future wives, but if you're one of those dudes, then listen up. But go back to your childhood and think about when you thought about the ideal person that you wanted to spend the rest of your life with, right? And how you figured your happily ever after would look. And then to look at the person that you're with and see how much who this person is, and not talking about ideally who you want them to be, who you hope they grow into, who you hope they are on the other side of their spiritual awakening, who they could be if circumstances were just different, who they would be if they had a job, who they would be if they had a car, who they would be if he just could get his finances together, who he would be when he's not hitting me, who he could be when, he's not talking to me like crap, or who she would be if she wasn't dealing with all of these dudes, or, when she realizes that I love her, who she will be, but who they are right now today in this very present moment. You know what I'm saying? For those of you who engage with this person earlier today, you know what I'm saying? Who they were when you talked to them on the phone earlier. Looking at that person and comparing that to what your dream was once upon a time, right? And see how much that matches up. If you go as far as to even say that, if you believe that spirit led this person into your life, if you believe that spirit loves you, do you think that spirit would send you that? What lesson is there really to learn in all of this? What is it that spirit could possibly be telling you about yourself? If you're in a position to where you think that spirit is telling you to sit and wait until this person realizes that something is different, or this person decides to change, what could be gained in all of that for you? If you've been in the same space for especially years, if you haven't moved from where you have been in like the last couple of years, and this is just getting very clear to you within the last week, you know what I'm saying? Sunday is going to be a very pivotal day for you, because it's almost as if this is like breadcrumbs that you've been collecting over the years. Every single time you've gone through like this little karmic cycle with this person or with these people, you've been collecting little breadcrumbs. And I feel like all of the puzzle pieces have started to come together to where you're starting to wake up to see where you are. But the key point in all of this is to see that you possess the key to your own deliverance. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's coming to save you. No one's coming to rescue you. It's like the only person that has ever stood in the way, the only person who's ever blocked the path to your destiny has been you, right? Waiting for things around you to shift and to be different, you know? But the only thing, everything that's going on is going on. That's why it's a cycle. So it's going to keep, you're always going to end exactly where you began. So you're going to keep doing that. The only cards in this spread that are upright, y'all, are these three. The only ones. Everything else is in reverse. These are the only cards that's in the upright. So yes, the ass is deceitful. It's real. It's happening. Right? Then you have this. This is your central energy. This is you. It's being stuck to this person. But then again, here we have the root chakra card. And this is how they're positioned on my table. So you're stuck between a proverbial rock and a hard place, right? The thing that's grounding you, like the energy that's flowing through you that ties you to this person, the thing about this person that you're tied to that again ties you to this root chakra, that's where I say like it's family of origin stuff. You're caught in between these two things in the world that's revolving around you. Everything is upside down. You know what I'm saying? But it's like there's a lot of lessons that you've been through. And like the gist I get from this is like a final major lesson. Because it's almost as if you've evolved, you've learned lots of things, you've worked on yourself, you've been focused on personal growth, you know, you listen to your little Deepak tapes, you know, reading, you know, your higher consciousness literature and what's not or whatever. But this situation completely undermines everything that you know. It makes you question yourself even if you've really grown as much as you thought that you have. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, if I've really evolved, or if I really love myself, if I really respected myself, why am I stuck here? The whole purpose of me saying all of this is because what Spirit is trying to get you to understand in all of this isn't a testament of you being less than, or you not doing enough work, or you not working hard enough, or not being at a high enough spiritual level or awareness, or, you know, your vibrational frequency isn't on fleek. It's none of those things. This challenge that you guys have been grappling with is deeply rooted and connected to where all of this started. You know what I'm saying? It's that initial wound, that initial lie way back when that you believed about yourself. You know, things that are intricately related to emotionally unavailable childhoods, lack mentalities, never having enough, needing attention, needing things and not getting them. You know what I mean? And all of those things affected your value and feeling as if you didn't deserve to ask for more. Like you needing, look, don't y'all start with this because I felt tears. Don't y'all do it. Not today. You needing and not being able to get, you know? So it's more or less like the seal on your soul was one that said not to ask, because no one cares what you want. No one cares what you need. You needing anything is too much to ask, right? So you started showing up like disappearing, you know, not asking for very much. It's like, I don't want to rock the boat, you know? I don't like how they talk to me, but I don't want to piss them off, so I'm not going to say anything. I'll bring it up later, you know? But the chains that bind, this person is a mirror reflection of your past. And the reason why you're going through all of this is because this is like one of those hashtag 9 of swords, face your demon type of thing. This is what I talked about towards the end of Motherfuck Twin Flames, my book. I talked about that final battle with this demon. You know what I'm saying? Needing to face all of those untruths that have bound you to a life that was never intended to belong to you. And that's what I feel really compelled to say. Last 7 years of your life have been really, really, really not on fleek. Hashtag shitty. But the key is that the life that you have been living, it was never intended to belong to you. And now it's coming to a place where spirit is trying to ascend you to a higher state of being in a life where it's not overclouded with lack or not good enough or, you know, like distress, stagnation, you know, unrest, sleepless nights, insomnia, depression, you know, the fact that happiness in my present moment is just a distant hope in the future that maybe somehow, someday, one day out there, somewhere, things will work out for me. You know, it's like that season for you is over. So the energy is clear in so many words. And that's why I said the only thing that's holding you back is you, because it's like at any moment when you decide to come out of this, to come out of agreement with this perception of what life was for you up until literally this week, everything prior to this week that you thought that your life was, whenever you're ready to come out of agreement with that, you'll start to open your eyes to see that you're no longer under that energy. Like that energy, it isn't yours. So the only thing that's still keeping that energy here, so things are still unclear. The only thing that's still keeping that here is the fact that you're still in the old season's mindset and the ties you have with this person. So what I say is, despite what you're feeling, if you know that this person or these people, because I mean, for some of you, this could be a family situation. It doesn't necessarily just have to be a partner. This could be that same parent and you being an adult. You know what I'm saying? And them still having that dominion and that control over you to where you know what's best for you. You know what I'm saying? You might want to go work at a certain place. You might want to start a business, write a book. You may want to move to another city, or you may want to move to a whole nother country to get away from these people. You understand me? But they undermine you. You feel so confident about something until this person talks to you. The moment that they tell you their nays, it's like you go back into that ball. So regardless of what your intuition is showing you, you go back into that spiral of self-doubt. I don't know why I thought I could do that. I don't know why I think this was a good idea. I'm not smart enough. I don't have the money. I'm not equipped to do this. But the key is to cut ties with this person and the power that you allow them to have. So like I say, whether it's because it can even be a friendship, because that's possible too. Because a lot of times we look at our relationship partners or our families, but sometimes we forget to look at our siblings. We forget to look at our BFF, because your BFF could be a narcissist too. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who you never stop to think could be undermining your progress. You know what I'm saying? Because it's cloaked. And now this is a different type of scenario for those of you who have a friend like this. I think you've been suspicious of them trying to undermine you. And maybe within the last week, you may have found out that this person has been keeping stuff from you. Either they've been stealing from you, or I hear specifically like there's a person that was interested in you. And this person was too afraid to approach you. So they went to your friend because they're like, oh, that's their BFF. So the person approached them to come to you, like to, try to get the hookup. But that friend completely undermined that situation, like said some shiznit about you to them to like block that person. Because it's like they really don't want to see you happy. Like this is the first class definition of a frenemy. Okay. Like they don't want to see you happy. So they've been putting lots of blocks in your life. But once again, this is reflecting your origins, your foundation. So way back when, this person is in direct connection. So it's either someone who literally is a parental figure, or it's a person who's a reflection of a parental figure or authority figure or what have you from way back when. Something that scarred you back then, this person is like reliving that experience over and over again. And the key is here is trying to reconcile. This is when I put on the therapist hat, hashtag Gestalt therapy, hashtag unfinished business. This is trying to reconcile this past wound with the present person. You know what I'm saying? And of course, the past cannot be rewritten, but we can change the meaning of it. We can change how we relate to it. You know what I mean? And that's what the biggest challenge is in all of this, is for you to see that how you've been living or what you've been putting up with or where you've been holding yourself prisoner has never been in your highest good. It no longer is. It's becoming very clear to you. But the way to escape this is to do something that you've never done. And that's not try to people please, not walking away, self-sacrificing, you know, trying to hold on and be a, you know, a good person. Like if they just see that I love them, they'll change or they'll come around. But the thing that's really important to note about this is the fact that every day that you freeze yourself in a situation that isn't in your highest good or isn't bringing you optimal happiness, that's minutes of your life that are ticking away, right? Time is the only non-renewable resource on earth. When it's gone, it's gone. There's no do-overs. You know what I'm saying? You've spent enough of your time frozen in place. Another thing, the best predictor for future behavior is past behavior. What have you been seeing? What in the last year, what have you seen? What has been consistent? That's what you're going to be seeing for the next year. You feel me? So Sunday more or less is like a gateway, right? All of us having the key to our gates. The question is, are you going to walk through it? Because whatever it is you do differently, that's going to set the stage for what your 2019 is going to look like. Doing things differently, right? So now is the time to really have a long, hard look in the mirror. And despite what it is that you're feeling or the tie that you're feeling, it's being a little pragmatic here, answering those questions and kind of pondering on these things, and finally making the decision to go in the direction of your highest good, of your dreams, of your ideal, of that fantasy you had way back then in childhood. Stepping into alignment with that so that you can draw that into your life, right? That's some stuff. That is some stuff right there. So let me look up and see what's popping. How long have I been on here? Oh, it's 33 minutes. Okay, it's not that bad. Midnight train to Georgia. The gateway 1111, that's like a twin flamey kind of thing, but in like symbolic sense, 1111, it's like you have 11, and they look like pillars, right? Because, you know, it's 1111, so it's like it looks like two pillars, and the path in between would be the gateway. So when we think about I'm gonna show it to you. Where's one of my decks? Where's one of my decks? All of the decks that I have here. Where are my decks? Where's my deck? Oh, there we go. Here we are. All right. So, like in the Four Wands, see? 1111. It's a gateway. So it's like a portal in so many words to harmony, happiness, and fulfillment, to balance. Now, look again. Another illustration of this is with the high priestess, because those are the actual pillars. So the reason why people get so bucked up when they see 1111 is because it's symbolic of these two things. Now, when you think about what the high priestess, she's the guardian of the other realm, right? Spiritual realm. She's the oracle. She's, you know, the go-between. So the all-knowing, all-seeing, all-being is back here behind the veil, right? And she's the person who is the intercessor between the physical realm and the spiritual realm. So in so many words, 1111 now becomes like a metaphor for stepping into that space that exists behind the veil, right? Like almost sitting in the throne of the high priestess, being in union, in union and in communion with the divine. Because in so many ways, that's what all of us are aspiring to, you know, to be that human that interacts with other humans, but to also have direct connection with the divine. Feel me? You feel me? You feel me? Now I'm gonna do your individual signs. You know what I'm saying and what's not, or whatever. Since we're 33 minutes in, do I want to do it? I might do it by element. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it by element. If I do it by element, then I can do a longer reading, to be honest with you. I'm looking at my decks trying to see if I want to change decks or not. Don't do that. How do y'all feel about that? I think I'm gonna start with air signs. That feels right. Whoa, the chat just glitched. The Empress of all. Aries, fire, all the water is Scorpios. Dim in my shine. That's funny. Logical and the feelings. Just I know though that it's rough. I'm gonna be real with you. It really is. It really is. You know what? I think if this keeps pulling on me, because I keep looking down at my after tarot, y'all, and I'm not about to get in trouble. It keeps pulling at me, so that means go ahead and use it. I'm gonna start with my air sign people. Air signs for the weekend. What Ollie said. I know the chat is like on fleek, dude. You managed to spill the 7 years of my life out there less than a year ago. Yesterday, I felt something. Oh, that's awesome. All right, Spirit. Can I get clear and direct guidance for my air signs, please, Spirit? I'm gonna let y'all choose. Air signs, y'all want love or general? I'm gonna let everybody choose. I'm just saying. For the weekend, love, general, love, word, both, love. Dear Princess, got my book. Oh, hell. Oh. Love. Love. Dang, love. Melania. Hey. Air signs, please be here to me. Love. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and say love because I think I saw like one general in Buku love. And I saw a couple people that said both. We can't be here all day. I still got to answer these questions. That's so funny. Okay, dokie, women choking. Okay, Spirit, give me clear and direct guidance from my air signs and their love lives and what's not so, what's happening. Clear and direct guidance, please, Spirit. For my air signs for the weekend, Spirit. The person who they are connecting with, whatnot, what's happening. I don't think you're technically cross-watching when you're all in a live together, right? Do I look tired? Hold on. Because I'm not tired. Dagnabbit. I don't know if I'm going to repost this. I might. I don't know. I might. Okay, my air sign people. So for those of you who, because I do that sometimes and don't think about that, but air signs are Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, in case you don't know. So, first card. We have 5 of Wands. We have the Chariot. And, oh, we have the Knight of Swords. Whoa, okay, air signs. What's really going on with that? Okay, so, yeah. First thing that I get is you thought that you were going to, how can I say it? It's almost like you thought you were going to like reconcile with a person, or you thought like you were thinking about something, almost like it reminded me like a movie, like or like those TV shows back in the day, like kind of like what Drake did in his video outside the girl's house. Like if you're planning what you're gonna say to somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I'm gonna say it like this, and I'm gonna say this, and then they're gonna say that, and then I'm gonna say this, right? Because the whole key was wanting to stop the ceasefire. Because I always say this is my ceasefire card, but it's like your intentions were good, but this person isn't going to receive it too well. So if that's what you're thinking about doing this weekend, I feel like the person is going to kind of click out on you on some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I like literally, I feel like flash out. So I don't know what you did them, if you did anything, but I feel that your intentions are like you're practicing and thinking of the right way to approach this situation. So it may be that you guys like broke up, or y'all are taking a break, or maybe this is one scenario where it could be a person, I don't want to say they ghosted you, because if somebody ghosted you, I don't really see why you would go to someone who ghosted you. But for whatever reason, it's like if you had a fight with someone and you guys like broke up, you know, and it's almost like you want to extend the olive branch. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting the sense that this person is going to retaliate with anger. On the flip side, this could be you. This could be an ex, you know, that is a Cancer specifically. That is like doing that whole thing. You know what I'm saying? That they're trying to think through the best way to approach you to try to end the conflict that's been going on with you guys. And you guys may be the ones that's going to click out. You know what I'm saying? Whoa. Oh. Whatever the case may be, next 3 cards we have for my air signs, my Aquarius, my Libra, and my Gemini. We have the World card, we have the 7 of Pentacles, and then we have the Magician. So the whole key is here. whether this is you that's going to be doing the click out, or if you're the person that's going to talk to this person, right? This situation not working out, you know what I'm saying? It's okay, right? So let me just stick with one theme to so I don't like confuse y'all. So in the event, if this is a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini person, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, you know what I'm saying, that's watching this, and you have an ex that may be a Cancer, may be an Aries, or they have that Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus in their chart, right? You guys have had, like, you had a breakup. You guys had a lot of conflict. And for whatever reason, this person is coming back to kind of end the conflict, right? Or vice versa. And that attempt to resolve that conflict is going to be met with very harsh words and an official ending, right? So it's like cutting the person out. Like, I'm done. I give zero FUCKs. What you talking about right now, bruh? I'm so done. Like, leave me alone. Get from by my house. Get off my phone. What is you doing? Type of thing, you know? But there's no need to worry no matter what end you're on, because this ending goes automatically into a completion of a cycle and a new beginning. You're going to be moving forward with the lessons that you learned from this situation, and then creating something that is more authentically in alignment with what you want. So it's going to be you moving forward. But here's the thing I want to tell you to make you feel better. Like I said, regardless of what side you're on with this, it's the simple fact that this is something that needed to wrap up. Everything is happening the way that it's happening for a very specific reason. Everything has led to this point for a very specific reason. But the key is here is that even if you're the one that clicks out on the person and you cut them out, don't like second guess it. Or if this has happened for you this week already, don't really trip about it. Don't freak out about it, because this was supposed to end. You feel what I'm saying? So we go back to like the main big reading that I just did with all those energies. Like, if this was a person who was like an a-hole in the past and they came back trying to reconcile, and because this person has caused you so much damage, you were like, I cannot do this anymore. Like, I've done this too much. And say if you were kind of thinking and in fear of, well, what if they actually change this time? Like, what if they're actually different? That's neither here nor there, because it's time for that cycle to end. And it's time for you to move forward with what it is that you have, and to stop waiting for this to shift. So air sign people, if you want, well, I'm gonna have to repost this now. If you kind of felt the themes and that the overall energy that I did for all 12 signs just now, you may really want to go back and like rewatch that to get some more little intel about how, because that's more or less like your advice, I guess, of how to do what it is that I'm saying here, I guess. But all of this was supposed to happen this way because you're going into a time of like full on abundance, like very much in alignment with what it is that you ever wanted. So for all my air sign people, Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini, the overall spread for all 12 signs, you're really going to vibe with that. So just giving you the framework, that'll probably make that make more sense. You know what I'm saying? Now, let's see. Fire signs. So that's my Leo, my Aries, and my Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Spirit, please give me clear and direct guidance for my fire signs, please, Spirit. For my Aries, for my Leos, for my Sagittarius people who just so hot and sassy and what's not whatever. It's about to get interesting in here. Leo gang, woo woo. Very interesting. Clear and direct guidance for my fire signs, please, Spirit. Do y'all want love or y'all want general fire? Oh, Lord, my moderator done time people out. Love, love, love. Love, 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 love. Trump is a Gemini. That's it. Oh, yeah, he is, isn't he? We're at a under and under. Okay. Love it is. Whoa. Y'all are having a whole political debate in the comments. Okay, Spirit. Clear and direct guidance for my fire signs, my Leos, my Aries, my Sagittarius in reference to love, please, Spirit. Clear and direct guidance for my fire signs for this weekend and what's not or whatever. Okay, fire signs. The first card that we have is the Page of Cups. Whoa. In the Chariot again. Ooh. Is it the fire sign person that's going to make an offer to the air signs? Okay, no, maybe not. Because, okay, first card we have the Chariot, then we have the Page of Cups, and then we have the Lovers. So, okay, well, it could be because, I mean, the Lovers, they're making a choice. So, okay, fire sign people, same deal. Somebody's coming towards you to make an offer of love, and you're going to have to make a choice. Hit or hard decision. What is in alignment with my highest good, or what does my ego want and what's not, or whatever? It may potentially cause a moral dilemma because I get the sense that you guys are already with something. Well, I'm not saying all fire signs, but the first little stream that I'm getting is saying that this is going to cause a dilemma because this is someone that you're really in alignment with. Like, this is like kind of like the one that got away type of deal. But you guys broke up past tense and you're with someone now and you never thought this person would come back. But now that they're coming back, making an offer, it's going to be like, oh God, like almost like worst case scenario. Like, this is the absolute worst person that could have come back and made me an offer. It would have been any one of my other exes. I would have been like, haha, no, thank you. Got this over here. But it's this particular person. This is literally for you, the one that got away. And it's going to be kind of mulling over, should you take this offer or not? Because granted, the person that you're with, you do like them. But this person, they're like the great Dundada on some stuff. Like, what? Oh, what? Oh. I'm not saying that a married woman is going to make you an offer. I'm not saying that. I hope that's not the case. I really hope that's not the case. I'm going to need her not be making offers with her emotionally unavailable self. But anywho, this is more or less like the one that got away type of person, and it's going to be kind of weighing your options of what it is that you want to do with this, right? For others of you, and this can go both ways. For other of my Leos, Aries, Sagittarius people, it's more or less kind of weighing your options on if you guys want to move a commitment forward. So either someone has kind of asked you to be their boyfriend or girlfriend or something like that, and you're kind of trying to, and why do I feel like this is more for Sagittarius? I feel like this is more, I'm reading for all fire signs, but I feel like this is more specifically for Sagittarius. It's like you guys kind of like, do I really want a commitment? Like almost like I wanted this, but now that it's here, it's like I kind of don't know type of deal. So kind of being on the fence about it. That's interesting. Sagittarius. but it's kind of like being on the fence about it. It's like, do I really want to commit? Like, I thought I wanted to commit, but now that it's here, I really don't know if I really want this type of deal, right? Not to say that that wouldn't resonate with Aries or Leo, but I feel that really heavy for Sagittarius people. And this could involve, of course, a Cancer or a Gemini person. The next cards, oh my goodness. Next cards we have the Ten of Swords, we have the King of Swords, and we have the Page of Swords. Whew. Well, for some of you guys, for those of you who are in a position to where you're kind of choosing between two people, oh, that's bad. I mean, not bad, but I mean, you know, it's life. But for those of you guys who are kind of choosing between two people, like the person that you're with and like this other person, and this can also go vice versa. One of them is representative of a King of Swords. Like one of them is like mature and grounded. Like they know what they're, you know, doing. They're clear, concise. Like they're an adult. Like they're an adult in full on adulting mood, right? This other person is really immature. You know what I'm saying? Like they're very childlike, you know, not necessarily reckless. Like they're very naive, I would say. So it's not necessarily like a bad thing. It's just that like the fire sign, whether this is well, I don't think you would feel like the one that got away is, you know, like that. But whatever the case may be, because I'm going to get into that in a second, for those of you who do kind of feel like that person is like that. It's like, think about where it is that you are right now, fire signs. Like if this is someone that's coming back from the past or somebody who's just making you like an offer in general, it's like, ask yourself if this person is reflective of where you're at in your life right now. Because the sense that I have is that you've done a lot of personal work and you've worked really hard to get yourself to where you are now. So I would see you more as like a King of Swords, right? So it's like decisive action, weighing things out, incorporating your intuition in your decision making, but also like applying that in a very strategic kind of way. You know what I'm saying? You know, are stable, whatever. But you want to really ask yourself with this offer or any offer that you get, like for those of you who, you know, you might be single or whatever, there's an old way of being, which is a lot like this, right? That you used to be, but you've grown out of that. With any offer that you're getting, like this weekend, whether this is in relation to you being with someone and someone from the past coming back, or if you're a single person and someone's making you an offer that you've been dating, before you say yes, what you want to ask yourself and take into account is, you know where you are, you know where you're going, right? Like what your goals are, what the end goal is. Now, when you look at this person, ask yourself if they are a reflection of who you are and where you intend to go, or if they're a reflection of what you've come from. Because there's a mindset that you guys died off from however long ago. You know what I mean? It's like you made a decision to make a shift in your life and to go in the direction of your truth. So the question now becomes, is this person capable of being a partner to you? Not just a boyfriend, girlfriend, somebody to kick it with, somebody to watch Gaia with on the weekends, you know, but a true counterpart. Is this person qualified to sit beside me, right? And I know that sounds kind of egoic, but I mean that in the sense of like a reflection of what you are. A person who takes care of themselves, a person who loves, respects themselves, a person who has a 5-year plan, a 10-year plan, a person who's going in the direction of their dreams, a person who considers, you know, their passions, their desires. They consider themselves as well as others in their decision making, right? Does this person reflect that? Or do they not? Do they look more like my present self or my old self? And if this person isn't showing up in the sense of what you are, and of course you're not going to know this instantaneously, but I mean, for some of you, if this is someone from your past, if you really listen, you'll be able to tell if things about them haven't changed, right? That's going to be the decision, because you're looking forward. Like, you don't want something that's going to come in your life to take you back, right? Now, for other fire signs, if we ping on this energy from the reading that I did in the beginning, this would be a person coming back from your past that does not have the best intentions, right? So this would not be a one that got away. This is one that I'm glad that I got away from, right? So this person may come to you almost trying to kind of like present this false air of, I'm so different, I've changed. Red flag, word number one, you know, I've just grown up so much. You know, I've grown up so much. And it's like, we're adults. Like, what are you really doing? Like, how did you grow up exactly? Because I thought we were already grown up, you know? It's like, you just matured so much in like the last 6 months. Of course you did, right? So, but this person, they're kind of like vengeful on some stuff, because it's like they're jealous as hell that you've moved forward with your life. So I get the gist with this person. It was kind of one of those things, like if they broke up with you, like they thought you were going to be like so broken up about it that like your life was going to go into shambles and you were going to like cry over them for the rest of forever. But I feel like they've been stalking you, like not creepy, like in the bushes stalking you, but it's like they've been looking at your social media or what have you. Like they've been checking you out. And I think they went looking, because I feel like they haven't really been looking, because they felt like they knew you so well that they knew what headspace that you were going to be in. So it was like, you know, let me save myself the sad, I'm depressed memes, you know, and check on them, whatever. But they had a rude awakening when they went and looked at your stuff and saw like you had a complete energy shift. Because it's like they see that your energy is like legit, like, hold on, who is this person? Like, what are they doing? I know they're not happy. I know they are not happy right now. Like, are you serious? Right? So their whole thing is them kind of watching you. They're really good at shape shifting. And I'm not saying this in like a metaphysical, like they shape shift type of stuff. But I mean, this person's like a chameleon. They have like a charismatic kind of, you know, stay about them, and they can mirror people very well. So it's kind of like they'll sit and watch a person for a while, and they can just snap into meeting that person where they're at and talking like them and like, you know, doing mannerisms like them and stuff. So I feel like with them, they're kind of schooling themselves by watching you, seeing kind of like what you're into, and they're going to try to show up as a reflection of who they think you are, right? But because your intuition is on fleek, you know what I'm saying? And you kind of being grounded in your truth, because for you, this isn't fake. Like the person that you've grown into is really because of the death of a mindset. Like something in you has really shifted. So you are not who you used to be at all in any sense of the word. So you're going to be able to smell the BS. But this is just kind of like a forewarning in the sense of this person is going to come trying to act like they are on your level, and they're not. Some of you may know that, others of you may not. For those who may not, that's why I'm saying this right now. But this person's whole thing is revenge. Like they're coming back because they want to bring you back where you were. Because it's like them seeing you as you are right now pisses them off in the worst kind of way. Like, how dare they be successful? You know what I'm saying? Which is completely insane. So you guys having this intel, you might want to go back and watch the reading in the beginning just to see if you pick up anything else, with this being like your framework for that. You know what I'm saying? But the thing that's going to come down to for fire signs is, I don't want to say it's a test, but it sort of kind of is a little bit. It's more or less like that final hoorah of you standing your ground, of making a statement to the universe in a sense, like this is who I am now, and making a decision in alignment with that. Like the decision you make will reflect who and where you are now, right? I hope that makes sense. On to my earth signs. I'm sorry, water signs. I'm just going off with words that are said in my head say. Clear and direct guidance for my earth signs. Dang. My moderator is on fleek. The top monster, bruh. You're welcome, spiritual experiences. Clear and direct guidance. Choose your next partners wisely. Amen, amen. Couldn't have said it better myself, Ali. Hitting, yeah, see? I got my Claudia. I was all on the desk, babe. Gets real. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Spirit, give me clear and direct guidance from my earth signs, please, Spirit. Clear and direct guidance for my earth signs for this weekend, please, Spirit. Whew. Please don't let Taurus energy dominate it. Clear and direct guidance for my earth signs, please, Spirit. General earth. Oh, yeah, I forgot to ask y'all. Love or general for earth signs? Love for earth, please. Clear, love. General. Ooh. Taurans or something else. Yes, please. General. Whoa, Taurus. Wow. General. I gotta go with general, y'all. We are something else, huh? I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be real with you. Y'all know I'm a Taurus. Like, when I watch readings, I like general readings because I really don't be caring about my love life, like talking about it, to be real with you. Like, I really don't care. It's like, I'm like, what's going on with my life and my money right now? Like, in real life. Like, what are we doing? What is the next cycle of awakening? What are we doing? Real talk. Y'all are killing me. It's gonna be love even if she goes general. That is also very true. So, Spirit, because we could do this two ways. You know? Clear and direct guidance, Spirit, for my earth signs, please, Spirit. If thou be it so that the earth signs want it so, this is a general reading, but if love comes up, it does. You know, it does, you know. Just saying. Clear and direct guidance for my earth signs. Is that thunder? Clear and direct guidance for my earth signs, please, Spirit. I might have to answer y'all questions on a second live since we've been here an hour. Because this little thing will be 2 hours in this piece. All right, earth signs. First card that we have is the Ace of Cups. Then we have the Two of Swords. Then we have the Magician. This is interesting. We have the Hermit. This is so funny. We have the Page of Wands. And we have the King of Wands. So something I can say for sure with y'all earth signs, man. You guys, okay. This is just specifically a Taurus thing that I'm about to say right here, but this may apply to my Capricorns and my Virgos as well as my Taurians. But, you know, Taurians, y'all been in the cave since, like, you know, forever on some stuff, trying to figure things out, you know, weighing things over, mulling over some things, trying to be sure. But the thing that I'm seeing is now you guys have finally come out of the cave. Thank you so much, because I got tired of that coming up in your readings, just being stuck in there and stuff. So you guys listen. So thank you. I love you for that, right? So now it's kind of a thing of you guys coming out of a place of indecision, making a decision to go in the direction of what it is that you want. Now, let me tell you the really dope stuff about this, Earth sign people. You making a step in the direction of what is in your highest good became an igniting factor, right? That shifted the energy around you, right? And thus drew in an offer. So whether it's been this week and this is the weekend, Jesus Christ, what's going on here? Oh yeah, us, throat chakra, of course, duh. Anywho, whether it was this week, I wouldn't necessarily say this weekend, because if we're talking about job offers here, and this could also be a love offer, but if it's a job offer type of deal, this will kind of bleed into next week, because you know the 11th is Sunday, so like the week of the 12th, you guys making this energetic decision to step into the direction, so step out of the cave, right? You coming out of indecision, making the decision to come out of the cave is what caused this. So you drew this offer to you, in so many words, like manifestation work. So you stepped into alignment with the energy, and thus now the offer comes. It is going to be something that's like, so if it's a job, it's something that's entry level, right? If it's a relationship, it's going to be something like new, you know what I'm saying? Potentially from a fire sign person. Y'all out there dating fire signs? Okay. And then it could be a Virgo person or an Aries person, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, right? Or this could be a job offer that's coming from an Aries person. But the thing is like, this is the thing that you've always waited for. So the lesson that you guys are going to come to the realization of, especially those of you who've already gotten this offer, is like, y'all are going to see that, like, if we go back to the first reading with the girl in the garden and stuff, you guys are coming to the realization like, holy crap, it was always me. Like, all I had to do was decide to make a step in the direction of what I wanted, and it happened for me. So for those of you that this offer has already came in for, and for those of you who will be receiving it between now until the week of the 12th, that's going to be the epiphany that's going to like empower the heck out of you. Because the sense that I get, it's like, the energy I'm picking up on is people who are very humble. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're humble to the sense where it's like you'll secretly toot your own horn, but like not too much. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, I heard that you made partner. Yeah, I did. You know, that's nothing. You know, but I feel like you guys making this step now, and you kind of sitting back and being like, wow, like, I did this. Like, I actually did this. Or even if it's you putting something out, you know what I'm saying? And that can go two ways. If it's love, it's you making a love offer to someone, and that person being like, oh my gosh, like, I've always liked you. And you being like, look, you did? I had no idea, right? So, or if it's something dealing with like work, right? Like, say if you, I don't know, if you could be a YouTuber, you know, maybe you put up your YouTube channel, or you started a t-shirt line or something that you do creatively, and you held your breath and you put it out to the world and just closed your eyes. And when you turn around and look, like, people vibe with it. And you're like, are you kidding me? Right? Like, they like it. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to make you feel really empowered. And it's like, it's going to make you not stop being humble, but it's going to make you more confident about acting on what you want, as opposed to just thinking about it. Because I feel like the conflict that you guys were in was the fact that you really wanted something, but you just didn't know how to get it, how to go about it. You didn't know how to, you know, shoot game at, you know, the chick or the dude. You know what I'm saying? You didn't know how to approach them. You didn't know how to tell your boss that you wanted that position that just opened up, or you felt like they shouldn't look outside of the company and that you were the best person for that job. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like you guys got to a point where you were backed into a corner and you just got tired and you didn't want to see this opportunity pass you by. So you just kind of closed your eyes and jumped and just hoped for the best, but you really wasn't thinking the best was going to come out of it. Like, you're just like, you know, but it ended up working out for you anyway. And I feel like the fact that you trusted yourself and you made a decision and you acted on it and it worked out for you, that's going to show you that you truly are the author of your own destiny. And that whenever you resonate with something, whenever you desire something, to never again hold yourself back for whatever reason. It doesn't matter if it's like, oh, I don't think I'm qualified, I don't think I'm good enough, I don't think they like me, whatever. That's kind of a part of you that's passing away, to where although you're humble in the sense that you're thankful for the opportunities, you're not going to be like overly humble in the sense of allowing that to hold you back from stepping in the direction of what you want. So I see you guys really sitting in power of what it is everyone in your life has always been telling you that you were, and you finally seeing it and seeing that you have the ability to create the life that you want, or you have the ability to have the love that you want, and hopefully never forgetting that again. You know what I'm saying? And what's not, or whatever. It's what I have for my earth signs. Thank you for coming out of the cave. That's helpful. But with this opportunity that you guys have, career-wise, I feel like, and that's whether it's like a creative project or if it's like a job, like it's kind of like the beginning. Because you guys know I always say with my ace cards, the 10 exists in the ace. But with seeing the magician right next to it, that's all up to you if that ace becomes the 10 of cups. Because this is just the energy. This is the raw energy that needs to be molded. So everything that it is that you've learned up to this point, it's you applying that so you can cultivate that 10 of cups. So this isn't going to be the great dundada end all be all that's going to come to you. So like if it is in the sense of where it's a relationship, it's like this will be somebody that you just met that you vibe with. Like, you know, I think they're cute, or I think they're interesting. You know what I'm saying? And if it becomes a 10 of cups, it's contingent upon you putting in the work for it to be that. Or if this is, you know, a new job that you have, or even if it's your spiritual path, or you stepping into your spiritual calling in the sense of like side business or something. Because I know that's what kind of came up for that came up for all of y'all. Like when I did the life purpose oracle, it's like you having the courage to step out. So this is just the beginning stages of it. You know what I mean? But it's all on you to put the work in to cultivate this into your bigger picture dream, so to speak. So now it's water signs. Can all of the Pisces like text scream? I'm so sorry. Oh man, moderated and deleted stuff. Water signs: Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Hello, Scorpios. I love Scorpios. Y'all are so intriguing. Hey, Darius. Scorpios. Manfred Elvardo. Ella. Water signs. Holy Manfred. All right, what do you guys want? Love or general, water signs? Love or general? Finally, I'm so sorry. Peace, love, and Pisces. General love, general love, general love, life general, all. Are you ticklish? And if so, where the most? Oh my goodness. Yes, it is. 11/11 is upon us. General. Wow, water signs. Really? General? That's interesting. Y'all like F-love, huh? Look, somebody said, nah, love. No, love, please. We tired of love. Yeah, dude, it's a lot of generals. I didn't expect that. I'm I'm very surprised for water signs. Wow. I mean, with Earth, I can't say that I wasn't really shocked by that, but water signs, all this general, that's interesting. Look, hit somebody's gonna turn into love either way. For good or for bad. Ollie, you are so silly. 2019 outlook. Y'all, let me tell you something. I don't think I'll ever do a 2019 outlook reading unless spirit really changes my heart on that, because I don't know. I think it's because I have a personal fear with those in my own personal life. I will never ever watch a year in review. I don't want to. I don't want to know anything. Like, I'm dealing with problems today. I don't need to know about the whole year, dang that, the son of a gun. Wow. Okay, water signs. I mean, hey, the energy has shifted. I feel too general. Y'all about this life. I know, though. I don't like those year that scares the heck out of me, because I feel like I will manifest, because I'm about that self-fulfilling prophecy. Like, I could hear the wrong thing and like destroy the whole year. Right? That's too much going on, dog. Like, let me know the tower gonna fall when it falls. Lord, don't let me know, like, 11 months in advance or nothing. I don't want to. All right, Spirit, let me get clear and direct guidance for my air signs, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio for this weekend. General, anything they need to know, please, Spirit, clear and direct guidance for my water sign, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, energy, spirit. Clear and direct guidance. Oh, I already know. I'm reading water signs. That's why I'm starting to get so bucked up. I don't know if y'all know, but when I read for Pisces, I try to read for them earlier in the day, because I'll be up for the rest of the night after I'm around like Pisces energy. I don't know why they get me so amped, dude, but it's like I just start like out the blue. I don't know why that is, but it's like I'm feeling my energy surge. Why do I drink 5-hour energy? I just need to go hang out with a bunch of Pisces. Clear and direct guidance, Spirit. I thank you in advance for my water sign. All right, let's see what's going on. My sweet, precious water signs that I love ever so much, that are so amazing and watery and what's not, whatever. First card that we have is the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups and what's not, well, whatever. But since y'all want to know general, you're emotionally fulfilled in your life. That could be with your family or with a partner. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, you're emotionally fulfilled. And the Empress. What is going on with you guys? I know what it is. It's because, Taurus person, probably a Taurus person, made you happy. No, I'm just kidding. That could potentially be a Libra, or it could be a Taurus person. With this deck, I respect the fact that with this deck, they say that could be a Libra. But, mostly because of, Venus, and we're both, whatever. Anyway, next card. Oh, we have the 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords. My Boston accent. Next, we have the 10 of Swords. We got the Justice card. Then we got the 6 of Cups here. 6 of Cups here. So here is the thug sizzle for shizzle. First thing that I really sense with this is, to be honest with you, a cycle ended in your life. Things are looking up. You're feeling super, super dope. Your manifestation energy is on fleek, right? And you guys, kind of similar to how it is with earth signs, it's like you guys have created this balanced, happy, optimistic space that you're in. But for whatever reason, I don't know if it's a person that's coming in or if it's just an idea, but I'm feeling this in an idea sense. The thing that is causing you guys unrest or will going into this weekend and next week is the fear of what you guys left out of, right? So if we take the general energy that I read in the beginning into account, it's like you guys having left behind this, that figure, that person, right? You guys shifted your life and now you're in alignment with what makes you happy. Now, whether this is a past person that's coming back or this is a circumstance you find yourself in, I feel like you guys are going to get triggered if you have not already, right? So it's getting triggered and you instantly go back to that situation and now you're no longer present. You're not here anymore. You're back in that situation. So you can't really make a judgment on what's happening from a clear space. Wow. So the thing I just heard is like, so this is somebody, and this isn't for everyone. This is just someone specifically. It's like someone who's dating someone, right? Like you're dating someone and this person said or did something that triggered you. So everything was copacetic and cool. Like I know this is general, y'all, but spirit just snuck up in there right quick. So I'm just going to say this little caveat and go back. But everything was copacetic and cool with this person, but this person said something that triggered you and brought you back there. So now you're not looking at the person who's in front of you anymore. It's like you're seeing them through the lens of them being this other person. You know what I'm saying? So the thing that's needed is for you guys to kind of ground yourself, right? And to not react out of fear, because it's like you go into fear, you instantly go into like self-protect mode. So it's either pull away from this person or whatever, whatever your defense mechanism is. And the thing that spirit wants you to know is that, and I said this to somebody earlier, but the cycle that you guys were in, like everything you experienced back there, this is not that. And I've said that before to somebody in a reading. It's like, this is not the same thing. You're not dealing with the same person. But the reason why spirit allowed you to be triggered is because that's something that needs to be addressed. Now, that again brings me back to the reading in the beginning, because how I said there's a tie to like family of origin type of deal. Then there's you in the middle holding yourself back. So your boundaries are like on fleek right now. So it's like, don't talk to me, right? I made it too far. Don't talk to me. And then there's this person that's up here, right? So for my first group of people, I don't necessarily sense that this person is, because you know how I was saying how that person was somebody who was kind of screwing over you type of deal. With this particular group I'm talking about, that person is not that person. This person I'm talking about here is not that person. But you can't really see them for who they are because you're being triggered, but you're being triggered because spirit wants you to address that root chakra issue. So spirit is using this person's misuse of words or whatever it was that triggered you to get you to get that last residue of that wounding that's left, to look at it, to see what the connection is, and to officially cut all ties with that energy that's left over from the cycle that you've come out of, right? I hope that makes sense, right? So that's for my first group of people. For my other group of people, I feel like this is same situation, but this is a work thing. Don't lose your job. Please don't, Jesus. This is a work thing. Kind of how I described this in a framework of like love. This is like a coworker, supervisor type of deal. Not somebody who's over you completely on some stuff, but it's somebody like you work in close proximity with. But with them, I do get this vibe of like, I don't know if they jealous, they hating, or they think like, and that's why I say supervisor, because this person thinks like you want a job. But I feel like, I hate to say this like this, but it's almost like not that you're here just for the paycheck, water signs, but it's like, I'm over here just trying to do this. Like, I really don't even want to do what it is that you're doing over here. You know what I'm saying? Like you're content where you are, but this person sees you as a threat. So I don't know if it's that, I don't know, you're younger and they kind of feel like maybe they don't have like because that happens sometimes. Sometimes, how people get grandfathered into positions and then things change with policy where now you have to have a degree for that position. And this particular person doesn't have a degree, right? And they're scared because you have one. So it's like, maybe you're like in an entry level position And they're scared because you have one that you might try to take the job. So they're trying to like undermine you on some stuff. If that's the case, you really don't have to worry about it because they're going to get found out. So here's the thing. If you had issues like that at a job before, and like, I don't know, maybe you got fired or it was just drama, whatever. So it's kind of the same theme, like I was saying with the relationship type of deal. You're being triggered and you're feeling like, oh my God, everywhere that I go, it's always the same stuff. Like every time I work with people, it's like, I'm just trying to come to work. And these people are always like causing stuff with me type of deal, right? This again is spirit saying this is not the same situation, but what you need to do is you need to don't get into victim mentality of like, oh, they're always attacking me. Like, why me? Da, 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 da. Remember the changes that you've made. Remember that this is not the same energy. Remember that you are the freaking empress. Remember that this is where it is that you want to be. Don't allow this person to come in and mess that up. And that's why, like I said in the beginning, like, don't lose your job. Like, meaning don't backstep into the old mindset that you've let go of, because this isn't the same thing. And this person, whatever they're trying to do to screw over you, it's like they're screwing over themselves. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like there's a sense of feeling at the mercy of this. And feeling that you're at the mercy of this is overshadowing all of this beautiful, like positive, optimistic energy that you guys were in. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, what is that? Benign? Is that the right word I'm looking for? I think it's like benign, like where something is like of no threat to you. This thing is like you're seeing it as like a manadort, right? And it's like a field mouse. Like it's really a field mouse, but because you're looking at it through the lens of your past experiences that are slightly similar, you're seeing a small thing as something way bigger than it really is. And that's just because you've got your, fear has gone away with you. But spirit just wants you to know, don't backstep trying to combat this. Because if you try to almost like fight fire with fire, how am I seeing this? It's like you're going to overestimate and get yourself in a bad situation because you're thinking it's bigger when it's really smaller. So if you try to react to it to prevent a problem or to stop this person or prevent this person, you're going to overestimate and end up screwing yourself and almost preventing this person from getting their karma, if that makes sense. So it's almost like spirit already has this set up to where this person is taken care of, and they're like, you don't even need to worry about them because they're already going to get enveloped into the own trap that they're setting. And the key is for you to sit pretty in your Empress energy, knowing like at one point in time, I was very optimistic and felt like this was like a blessing for me to be where I'm at right now. Don't allow this person to steal your peace. Don't allow them to steal your peace and cause you to step back into an old energy that you cut ties with. Because, karma is with everyone. If you tried or two wrongs don't make a right, so to speak. So if you try to match this person's sneaky energy, not only will you delay their karma, but they're going to get theirs, but you're also going to get yours. So it's more or less you staying in your power, going back into that happy mindset, because this really isn't a problem, whatever that means. So your root chakra work is going to be releasing the person who caused you this pain, that gave you the lens that you're looking at this situation through, whatever that is, whether that's a relationship or a past job situation, or even for those of you, if it's money, like say if you guys have gotten your money together and say, maybe you stacked up your money and like say your car broke or something like that. And you had to the money that you were so happy you saved, you had to spend it on something. And now you're going back into that spiral of like every single time. It's like when I try, it just doesn't work out. It's like, I can't never say, don't do that, because you're going to end up stirring up all of that energy around you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, go back to where you guys were when you were feeling like, you were abounding with blessings abundant and like you were the favorite child of the universe and all some stuff. Go back to that mindset. Don't worry about this because it's not really a threat. And don't make the mistake of going back to your old way of dealing with things, right? Because you don't want to bring this energy from this old cycle into the present and sully up all this good, clear energy that you got going on. You know what I'm saying? Water signs. That's my water signs. I hope that resonated, my dears. I hope that resonated. Let's not told you now. Oh, thank you, Lachey, baby. Awesome. I'm the water sign whisperer. I don't even know where I got water at in my chart, y'all. Where do I have water in my chart? Lord have mercy. Not in none of my major planets. No, not at all. I have a lot of earth and fire and air. What if I resigned already? Then whatever is meant to be will be, my dear. If you resigned already, and that's the thing that I want to say, because that kind of came up in one of the other, what was that? Was that Earth I did just now? Or was that with the air signs? Whoever it was, where I was saying like, you walking away and not to fear if you feel like, should I have cut them off or should I have not cut them off? Whatever is right now is supposed to be. So if you resigned, it was meant for you too. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this is not a time to have regret about the past because everybody, all 12 signs, everybody is at, stop doubting. Everything has happened and like worked out, matriculated to this point. There are no mistakes right now. Like you are where it is that you need to be for the next leg of the journey, whether for good or for bad. So there's even, it's like if the position that you're in isn't ideal, it's not to say that it's going to stay like that, but it's like, this is a part. So everything is always working out for your highest good. It's just in the very beginning, it may not always seem that way, but it's like hindsight is 2020. If you look back just at the last couple of years of your life and you think about things that you went through, like the time in your life you thought was the absolute worst time of your life, and you look and see how that's played out up to this point, and you see how what you thought was the worst thing was actually the best thing because you would have never considered this other thing, or you would have never met this particular person because of that. That's kind of how things play out in our lives. It plays out where in the beginning, everything doesn't always seem like a blessing. But when you go back and really look at it, it's like, whoa, yeah, that really did start out really sucky, but that was absolutely the best thing that ever happened to me. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about a thing of perspective. Oh, wow. Yeah, man. No, I feel that. Like y'all, my work history, dude. Oh my gosh. I have worked for like some antichrist bosses. I even wrote a book about it, The Curious Case of My Antichrist Boss. Because I have worked for some people that are just, oh my word. My goodness. It's just like, why do you hate me? What did I do? I just came to work today and you're just like nitpicking everything I'm doing. What's going on? Yeah, man, I got to answer these SheDoo questions, but we've been here for almost 2 hours. So I guess I might stop this live and start another one because it's like 10 o'clock at night. And that way, all of the people who come into the next chat are all here for the answers. Oh, thank you, little nippy nippy. They're all robots? What? They got came right after. I was like, wow. My Cappy friend had a shit boss before her. She basically assassinated her. Yeah, dog, they got, like, dude, we talk about narcissists. Dude, there's narcissists in the workplace, and the hostile work environment is like a real thing. One of my passions is advocating for people who have bosses like that, because I feel like people need their jobs, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, people got bills to pay. Like, you have people who come into jobs who project their crap on you and like get their little false sense of power by like oppressing you on some stuff just because it's like they're going through something in their life. But it's like from the standpoint of a person who's an employee to like a jerky supervisor, it's like you don't know what they're going through. Like you don't know what this person has going on. And it's like you'll endure it and you put up with it because it's like, dog, I need my job. Like I have to pay these bills. Like, no, I don't like how they treat me, but it's like I'm not about to speak up and stand up to them because I need my job. And I think that's really unfair and jacked up that there's people who take advantage of that. Because there's a lot of times that they have people who enforce policies that don't even exist. Like from my life, one job I worked, I was told that I needed to bring like a doctor's note. Well, not really like a doctor's note, but proof that I was where I was going because I was taking off to go to something at my son's school, like an open house for a new school I was putting him in. And the person I was working for said that I needed to get a written statement from the school saying I was there on one of my paid vacation days. Like, that doesn't even make sense. Like, who does that? Like, if it was a sick day, yeah, I need a doctor's note. Totally makes sense. But on a paid vacation day, that doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you even, what are you doing? You know? But it's just a simple fact that people take advantage sometimes of not knowing the policy and them requiring you to do things saying like, oh, you can't call off. Oh, no, you can't take sick. And I just think that's extremely unfair. You know? That's extremely unfair. Yeah, dog, like that's really, that's so messed up. I don't like when people take advantage of people like that. One of my jobs, they literally had to rewrite the policy handbook because of me, because I was finding all kinds of loopholes. Like literally, like, and even after I left the job, there were still people calling me like when they wanted to write grievances and stuff for what different like supervisors and stuff were doing. Like there were people long after I left that were still calling me like, hey, I'm gonna write a grievance. Will you help me write it? And I was like, yes, take down the machine. I will help you. Man. Yeah, dude, like, that's not healthy for you. I always say like it's time for you to find another job when you get up every day. Like you could be having a super dope day, but when you think about having to go there, you're like, oh, I gotta go to this. Like when you feel like that, it's time to change. Time to go somewhere else, you know? Destroy the industry. Yeah, dog. I didn't know that y'all could add me. That's so cool. Yeah, real talk. So for those of you guys who are still in here that are waiting for SheDoo answers, I'm going to I'm gonna end this live so that you know, we could start another one for all the people who are just here for SheDoo answers, because I know they probably had a group of people that came in just for the read, and since it was a lot longer than I thought, I don't know why I'd be thinking I could read short, y'all. I'd be really, in my mind, I'm like, I'm going to knock this out in 10 minutes. When have I ever? I tried that one time. I did mid-months that were like 10 minutes long, and I got like emails like, why the readings were so short? Like, what are you doing? Oh, man. SheDoo answers on my website. I have like a little widget. So if you have questions either about, like, say when I do like the monthly reads and stuff like that, like say if there's a concept that I talked about that you really didn't understand, or, you know, just something like if you don't know what chakras are or something along the sort like that. And then even there's some people who, you know, kind of have like really serious questions. Now with those, like for people who like ask questions like about their personal situations, the ones I'm most likely to answer are the ones where everyone could benefit from it, so to speak, right? So not like specifically like, should I be with this guy or not type of thing, but more or less of like one that someone wrote me is like, which is like the whole thing with a past video that I did, like with wanting to know about like, what's the difference between karmic partners, soulmates, and twin flames, right? Like, that's something that everybody would benefit from. Or how do I get over, like a past, you know, relationship? Like, there's somebody that I broke up with, and it's like, I can't seem to let them go energetically. How do I do that, right? Because, and the reason why I do this And why asking questions like that is good, because it kind of benefits the whole community in a sense. Because if there's times where, because y'all know, like when I do my monthly reads, my storylines will be super, super specific, because my goal is always to read for people who can't necessarily afford to buy a reading, but still really need to know something. So if there's a question that's asked that a person could watch that and get an answer without having to pay to get a reading, like that's the whole reason why I do it. So it's not really so much of like, you know, getting like a free read, so to speak, just for a specific situation, but just something that I could answer that would benefit the collective, where those who come across it later on who really, really need like help on that, but just don't have the money, could benefit from your question being answered. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, thank you. Teach me tarot. I'm about that life. I can't really teach tarot though. I'm not gonna lie to you. I couldn't, because I'm an intuitive reader. So like the stuff I be seeing, dog, the stuff I be seeing don't be nowhere on these cards at all. But I always take the meaning into account with the stuff that I'm seeing. So if I ever did do a class on it, we'll be teaching you about how to tune into your intuition and to use tarot as a tool to tease out your intuition. Please save and I will save and post it. I will, my dear. I got your back. If y'all don't know, if you ever see me just talking and I'm shuffling cards, it's because whenever I feel like nervous, I shuffle cards because it makes me feel safe. It's one of my little quirks. I know. I'm super excited about the Reiki class, man. I'm going to send out an email about that. If you guys are interested in getting certified in Reiki 1, holla at your girl. Holla at your girl. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? How do you confirm your guides are actually who they are? That's a very good question. Go to my website and put that in. I want to answer that one. She do it all. I do it all. I really do in real life. I wanted to be everything when I was a child. What do you want to be when you grow up? Everything! I want to be everything. Hi, Claude. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Hey, Claudius. I haven't seen you in forever. Claudius Maximus. That's one of my friends I know in real life, y'all. Thank you, Claude. That's so sweet of you. Claudius Maximus. I like when like people I know in real life come on my lives. It makes me feel like loved. Oh, wait, I wrote it down. Oh. That's it. That's so hood, y'all. I'm going to make a prettier way of doing that. But that's my website. And then I told you guys earlier about the Amazon store. I have a store on Amazon now. So all of the decks that I use or have ever used on the channel, and all of the decks that I recommend, especially like if you're a beginner, all of those decks are on my Amazon store. The link to that is under the community tab. Like if you go to my channel and click community, the post I did about this live, it's under there. And if somebody has it, you could share that in the comments if you like, you know. But I'm going to go ahead and end this little live, y'all, so we could start with the answers. So in between now and when I start the other one, since we're hanging out, I'm literally in my PJs. I want y'all to know that. So, you know, if you want to go get a snack, put on your little PJs and whatnot, you know. I'm going to jump on the other one so we could do our answers. So if you guys haven't submitted a question, you have a question you want to submit, go ahead to my website and shoot that in now. And with the ones that we have already, I feel like I just showed that to y'all, so I have to read it. But the ones that we have already, I'm going to squeeze you guys in there. So, I mean, I don't even have to say squeeze because, you know, we're starting off the time. But this is the card that was at the bottom of the deck of my nervous shuffle. And it says relationships. Relationships are just mirror images of your own life. How you feel and treat yourself, as well as how you react and respond to different situations and people around you. Be aware that every relationship is an opportunity for soul growth. Dag nabbit son of a gun, I said. It's a done deal. So I'll see you guys in like 5 minutes. I love your faces. See you in the next live. I feel like so cool that like I just like 2 lives in one day. Like, look at me like doing stuff. Okay, bye y'all.